The FS7, PMW FS7 M2. The Mark II version of Sony's FS7 camera originally released in 2014. And I bought one. Now, many may say that this camera is not worth looking at in a world where we have Blackmagic products that shoot RAW for only $1,000 to $2,000. Many would say that this camera is not worth looking at in a world where we have newer Sony cameras in the FX line, with the FX6 and the FX9. However, the Blackmagic cameras, in my experience, ones that I've owned at least, have been a bit fragile. And the FX6 and FX9 are ever out of reach due to product shortages. So in 2022, in need of a camera, I purchased the FS7 Mark II.
I hate geese. They poop everywhere and are generally a nuisance. But when they are small, they are actually kind of cute, unfortunately.
Now, my time with the FS7 Mark II since I got it has been shooting 2 television advertisements for an agency that I work full-time at, as well as doing 2 interviews for a documentary that I'm also directing, as well as doing event coverage for a live show, which was also something initially done for the documentary, but now is possibly turning into me working with this troupe on their shows and their art and producing content for them as well.
Nature is beautiful, delightful, all providing, all nourishing, except when it gives me allergies, like right now. Then it is a source of endless suffering.
Before I purchased my own FS7, I have experience for several years, from 2019 until 2021, working extensively with an FS7 Mark II at Scenic Cable and Productions back in Dothan, Alabama, before I moved up to the DC area.
I do not like geese. But it doesn't matter. They don't care. Heron!
I got it!
Cool! Hi, Heron Birdie. They think all these little birds are catching bugs, too. They are beautiful and majestic creatures with very long legs. I love them. Thank you.
One of the beautiful things about the FS7, and I feel proper Cineon log cameras, which most of them are at this point, Panasonic V-Log, Canon Log 2, Sony's S-Log 3, Blackmagic can now do Arri log, but also their Gen 4 log, and then of course the granddaddy of it all, Arri's Log C, they're all Cineon compliant.
The water here is not safe for drinking, but nonetheless, a lot of animals live and thrive in it. It is nice and clear mostly, except when it is not. The water is wet. Thank you.
Which means you can roll and soften and control your highlights and your shadows in a way that, even in harsh light, softens it and diffuses it a bit in post. And so this is more of a fun run around with the camera to get a sense of how, it handles after having, been away from using it for so many months, as well as a test just to see how well I can push it in harsh noon sunlight. And I think it handles really, really well. One of my goals with video production and filmmaking is to eventually get to a point where I'm working more on narrative and documentary work. You should grab one. Perfectly reliable, produce beautiful images, and definitely got me out of a pinch whenever my Blackmagic crapped out on me.
Look at the camera.
Oh, look at the camera? Sure. Hi, camera. Hello. Can you see me okay, camera? Hello.
Wave.
Hello. Hello.